What is going on, everybody? It's Jordan Johnson here, Johnson Alpha Capital. I hope you all had a great weekend and hope you enjoy your Memorial Day coming up tomorrow. Definitely pay our respect to the veterans. Definitely appreciate you fighting for the country. Just going to be another nice quality video of me going over the futures and Forex markets for the upcoming week. First and foremost, as always, you all follow me on all platforms so that you can be sure that you always catch all the tips and just advice and analysis, to help you become a consistently profitable trader. Start out on Facebook, follow the Facebook page, the Jordan Forex Trader. I post a lot of stuff on here, just tips on what I think it takes to become a consistently profitable trader. I actually posted a video last week of a futures trade crude oil. I made $5,000 on just this one trade. Follow me on TradingView. I mean, not TradingView, but the Telegram channel. 521 members in here right now, and I post a lot of my trade setups. My personal entries, personal results, the wins and the losses, quick video updates in here. So definitely join this $1 Million Visions. And you could also follow me on TradingView as well. I publish a lot of ideas, a lot of setups that I do see on here. Whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's futures, whether it's Forex, wherever I see a potential, trade that can make us all money, I will post it. So let's get into it this week. Let's start off by looking at the dollar index. So last week, if you all remember on the last video I did, last analysis video, we was at right here in this area. We was looking for a break out of this trend line here. As you can see, we did receive it. We went up. We tried to create new highs. We got up here to resistance at this high right here from April. Got to resistance, couldn't quite close past it. Now we are heading down. So let's just clear this chart. Let's start over. Let's start back up at the daily analysis. At the daily time frame. If I was to bring my RSI on, you can see a little bit of divergence here. Nothing crazy. But one thing that I do notice, as that we just pointed out, I really like this resistance level up here. It looks like it is forming a nice double top. Let's put some trend lines on here. We got one trend line right there. You can probably draw another one right here. So this trend line right here is going to act as support. Let's jump down to this 4-hour time frame on the dollar, and so let's see what I see. Okay, this push down is very, very impulsive to me, which states that we definitely could be starting. We're gaining momentum to the downside for sure. I really like this area down here to act as support. I would love to see how price, reacts to this level. I think we'll probably definitely make it to this level to come retest these lows from May. Let's zoom back in. Let's look at it on a hourly time frame. Yeah. We just look at this on an hourly time frame. I will be looking to get short on the dollar. Look for some trading opportunities as always. For those of you that don't know, I am an Elliottician, which means that I study and I practice Elliott wave theory. That's how I look at the markets. But besides that, I have a great basic, very advanced knowledge of technical analysis and just regular price action Elliott wave is just a form of technical analysis that just believe that the market move and that the market moving patterns backed by crowd psychology, stuff of that nature. But it's really just the basis of that there's core patterns in the market that repeats itself over and over again. And I am a trend trader, so I like to hop on trends and try to ride the wave, as many of you seen me do in crude oil. But coming on the dollar, you all, I will look for the dollar index to push lower. Let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Especially after we created this nice double top, I look for the dollar index to push lower into this support. Definitely. What would I like to see just now? Just because I don't mean, hey, go get short the dollar right now. That's not what I'm saying. You would have to wait for a setup. Setups I would like to see some type of a correction, some type of a corrective structure that'll give me a good risk reward to get short on the dollar. Some of you might ask, well, hey, I can't trade DXY. I don't have that asset class with my broker. That's perfectly fine. When I say get short the dollar, that just simply means like if you're trading something like Euro USD and the dollar is getting short, that means you'll go long, Euro, or you'll go long pound. Are you in a scenario like where you're trading USD CAD? If you see that the dollar is going to get weaker, you might short it. Just to kind of put that into, where some of you all can understand that that's not as experienced, but you can go back, just look for a pullback, like just simple little areas like where price is at right now. This little area right here might result in a pullback. Let's see if we jump back. Let's jump to like a 15. So like, look at this, how we just did this, you all. How you just jump to this little 15-minute time frame. Looking right here, you can see some nice bullish divergence. So I wouldn't be surprised if, just looking at this chart here on this little 15-minute time frame, if price do, let's see, get a brush. If price goes up to break us a little bit, give us an opportunity to get short. Just as a quick example of something that I may look for, but I definitely would like to see some type of pullback before I get short the dollar. But that's the dollar index. I would like to see the dollar weaken some more, get into this support area, break this trend line, and if we get to this support area and we break this, we'll look to come to the support of this outer trend line here. So that is the dollar for you. Let's jump over to gold. For those of you that don't know, I am a bullish on gold. I actually got a good trade going on gold. Let's jump to the Telegram group. I posted a quick video on gold last week on Friday the 24th. As you can see, I found a good setup in gold. This is an entry that I got in. As you all can see, I bought one gold contract, which is still doing quite well. Actually, to show you all, let's pull up my Thinkorswim, the platform that I use to trade futures and to trade Forex. Let's jump over here to the monitor so you all can see my live position. I got in at 1281.50. Price is up about $470. So I'm up about $470 on this trade. As of right now, I got my stop is above my entry, which I like to do. It is a risk-free trade for me. Well, if price do come reverse, come hit my stops, it's already set in front of my entry to where I can't lose money. I can only profit. As of right now, I have my take profit level at the 1290 area. If price do get here right now, it's gonna be probably about a $900 trade. Which is good, decent little trade. I might move my take profit up more, and as we jump to the chart, you all will see. But before we get in that, just show you all, I mean, it's a post that I made early on the Facebook just about emotional discipline. You can't really be too emotional when trading and not always trying to hit the home run. Like I said, I like to hit for singles and doubles. So I like to trade, taking trades, making them risk free, and then, taking what the market gives you. But with that being said, let's look at the dollar. Let's look at gold. And we can actually start on a daily time frame. So what was I looking at when I seen gold, you all? Quite simple. Let's bring out this horizontal ray here. Boom. So first thing I looked at this move up. Well, I guess we can start from the top before we get into that. This is what I seen on gold. One thing I noticed, if we go back to August of last year, we started a very nice bullish uptrend. It's just clearly, this is a nice, clearly bullish uptrend. Once we got here, I noticed we had a correction, what I believe is a WXY three-wave corrective structure, a double zigzag. I believe we are forming a impulse up to the upside. So that's how I initially looked at this trade. As you can see, we had push up, came right back down to test it. We didn't close below this point here where I believe that could start like a wave 2. Nice push up again. You notice we came back down, didn't pass this level. So, I like to work with zones. We could call this, it's a great support zone. But what we call this is actually a zone called demand. This is the demand area. Nice, came back and retested. We could even put a trend line here, which I like. Nice little trend line right there. And perfect. Now let's jump back down to the 4-hour time frame. So we got the demand area here. We still got this trend line acting as support. And actually, once we got down to this 4-hour time frame, I am definitely looking to go up. And that's why I said right now I got my take profit right at 1290. Actually, I really do think that we can push up higher to about this 1300 area. And actually, while we're on here live, let's go ahead and do that. Let's push it up to about the 1300 limit order. There we go. It costs money to move it. Boom, place it. So now my take profits all the way up to 1300 area. Why do I do that? Because of with me being a trend trader and an Elliotician, I like to react to price. So my first reaction to price was to get in, great entry point, great down here, and now just continue to ride the wave up and move my stops. Let's jump down to the hourly time frame. On this hourly time frame, this is kind of the count to what I was looking at that made me initially get in. I believe we had a 1 here, a 2. We had a flat pattern. That's A, B, C, 2. Nice third wave. I believe we had the 4th wave here. And this 5th wave is kind of where I initially had my targets at, to about this 12.9 area. So that's the count that I'm looking at. So price is probably gonna get up, probably push up past that 1290 area. So this is what price is probably gonna do. This is how markets move. They never go straight up and down. I don't think that we're just gonna move straight up to that 1300 area. I believe we're probably gonna come back up here 1290 where my first take profit was, probably pass a little bit. We might get a corrective structure, dip back down, and then we'll probably push up. Something like that. That's typically how markets move. I love if the market just boom, take off to 1300. Right now we have a nice area of resistance that we need to break through first, that we're trying to. We need to really break through this area of resistance. Let's move it down. We need to break past these highs from May. Yeah. And zoom out a little bit. We can see it's going to be another little resistance area up into here. Yeah, so what I like to do, I just will make this a structure point, nice little supply area. That's a nice little supply area. Yep, nice little supply area of where, you know, price break through this level here. We'll get up here and we'll probably see a little reaction to where what was resistance will act as support. So just to show you all again, hopefully we get little price get up here, we get a break back down, nice little retracement, then we push back up. That's what I would love to see. I got a great entry on the trade. I got in around like 1281. I got in at the very beginning of this next little wave up. Let's jump down, see what's going on the smaller time frame. Same thing, you all. Probably we might see a little reaction. This is what I like to do when I drop down. Watch this. This little level here. If we get a break here, this is a good level. That's a good level to watch for. If we do break, price come here, look for it to go up. I'm real big on zones, you all. You don't want to be a victim of. You don't want to find yourself in a trade and you don't understand why price is doing this or why price is doing that. So what I like to do, I like to be able to identify zones, supply demand zones, support resistance. You know, all of this backed by my, you know, the Elliott Wave background that I use to trade with my principles and guidelines to these patterns that I see. But it allows me to, you know, react to what the market is doing. Kind of, you know, it's not checkers, it's chess. You got to be able to react and you got to have a game plan. If price do this, then I will do this. If price do this, then I will do that. You know, it's a constant game of, you know, thinking on your feet and always putting yourself in position to win. Remember, you want the odds to be in your favor. We're not out here just buying and selling and just trading, you know, just to be trading. You know, we're trading with a clear philosophy, with a clear risk management plan. You know, we're constantly putting ourselves in the driver's seat to win. So that's gold. Let's jump down to crude oil. So back to crude oil. We made a lot of money trading crude oil, you all. I mean, I had a $5,000 trade last week on crude oil that you all got to see. It was beautiful. Let's delete this. And if you want to watch the crude oil setup here, this was, you know, I did a quick little video on May 19th of the crude oil sale setup when price was up here. As you can see, we had, I mean, I caught about 542 ticks. I mean, I caught this whole drop. It was amazing. So let's look at crude oil 4-hour time frame. What do I want to see on crude oil? One thing you do, first let's draw some parallel channels. So I just did this. This channel right here, this is known as a base channel. So with the Elliott Wave background, corrective structures usually happen, but you know, in parallel lines. So as of right now, I cannot rule out that this is an impulsive wave to the downside. Let's zoom out. One of the reasons why I did get on sale, you can see that we are on a huge bullish trend, you know, that dates back to We've been on a huge bullish trend since December of last year. So as of right now, we do not necessarily know if this is starting a bullish trend to the downside. This could just be a double zigzag, or it's really, yes, could just be a double zigzag to the downside. It could be. We do not know if that's what's going on right now. We just don't know. It's too early. But what we did know, I did know when price was up, I did know we was gonna get a sell-off. Whether I didn't know if it was a C wave or if it's sort of a wave 3. And this is a very impulsive wave, so this is what we would need to see for us to decide if price is still going to keep getting bullish or not. We'll need to see a clear break beneath this trend line. This trend line right here is acting as a very good support right now. We need to see a clear break beneath this trend line here. Let's jump down on an hourly time frame. We could draw something. We can really draw another channel to see, if this is starting a wave 3 to the upside. Just starting to the upside. So, give you a bullish and bear scenario on oil. We don't know right now. Price could be for us to, it's just going to give bullish and bearish view. If price impulsively breaks to the upside, breaks this bullish channel here, breaks this channel here, I can start that we have started an impulse to the upside, and that we did in fact just finish a big corrective structure. And then in a case like that, I'll look for like an impulsive wave. I'll look for a smaller correction to get long. Just delete this. But if, however, we see something like this, we break these channels, end up breaking support, then that would signal, hey, we did just start a bullish trend, a bearish trend, and we are going to be heading lower to the downside. So not spending a lot of time on oil, we need to just see what price gives us. It's very simple. If we break bullishly, impulsively above this little base channel here, we're going to the upside. Look for us to come back up and retest highs. However, if we break through both of these channels, the bigger bearish one, this base channel here, we break through support, we're going to keep going to the downside. And then I think it could be something. We could come all the way back down to retest some lows in oil, but don't want to predict that far out. That's just what we're looking for on oil. Let's jump down to dollar yen. What are we looking for on dollar yen, you all? If you go back last video on dollar yen, I spoke, we was looking at this zone here at the 38.2, but we was also looking at the one at the 61.8. We did get to that 61.8, and we did retrace lower. Let's kind of zoom out. Let's go to daily time frame. What do I see? One thing I see right here, you all, I see this little gap to the downside, which makes me think. So first, this is what I just noticed on the daily. Notice strong resistance up here. We formed this double top before we actually started dropping. Price is very bearish right now. 4-hour time frame. 1, 2. We got a little count going up, count going down. Price isn't really giving me no clear form pattern to just trade on dollar yen, so I really don't have a crazy viewpoint on it. I can put some levels for you all to watch. We need to watch the level right here. See what price is going to do. This is a nice critical area of resistance and a nice supply zone. Price get up here. We need to watch to see what it do. If we could break above this level, let's look for some buy setups. Nice little critical area of support here. So nothing crazy, no clear setup on dollar yen. You all remember we only trade when we see clear setups, clear wave counts that put us in position to win. Dollar Swiss did, it's did what kind of what we thought it was gonna do last week. Came right into our zone, broke out to the downside, which was very beautiful. Broke beneath this trend line. What do I see price doing now? Let's bring out some Fibonacci. We're gonna go from high to low. Put 38, 50, 61.8 back on. We might not get all the way up to 38.2. Let's move the fib. Let's start it from this break here. This is a good structure point to start looking for sales. Look to the left. You all structure always leave clues. That's one. But also, I really do like this structure area here. Let's see. This is a bigger kill zone to watch between that 50 and the 61.8. So that's what I would definitely watch. We can probably apply a nice little trend line here as well. So trend line up here that acts as resistance. We're going to look for price to come up here, look for a good sell setup in this box. I actually like dollar Swiss. Nice sell setup. And look at this bullish divergence, you all. This is beautiful bullish divergence here. Definitely think price is going to get up here into this box to give us a good sell setup. That's dollar Swiss. Good trade this week. Definitely on the radar. The Swiss is. Let's jump 4-hour time frame on dollar Canada. Dollar Canada. Don't like it. It's a lot of choppy sideways movement. We had a nice little bullish leg there. We're getting a little correction. I don't see a clear setup. Let's go to the daily. It really is no clear setup here. Nothing clear. We can draw a trend line. Yeah, it's no clear. It's no clear trade setup, you all. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on dollar CAD. Jump to the euro. So what is the euro doing? Euro. A couple weeks ago we pointed out this double top that we hit here. Got to this level. We got a break. Finally got to break a trend line. Price did come lower last week, so let's delete everything. Price came lower. I really like this level here. Price could not get past it. Strong area of demand, strong resistance zone. Price is actually showing a lot of bullish momentum as well. So a few things I want to look at. Let's look at this trend line here. Yeah, we can, if we was to draw it like that. Let's see. Like this, just from point 1 to point 2. Price we barely got above it, came down, went back up, came down, went back up, came down. Boom, it's just right where we're at. If we get a break above this trend line, euro can start some serious movement to the upside. Love to see us break above this zone here. This is a strong zone to see if we can break from. Drop down to the 4-hour. See what we're doing. Price is already showing a little bit of a reaction. I like how my AMA is trailing. I like to call it the 8 train. Yeah, euro can give us a good trade this week too, you all. I want to look for a reason to get long on the euro. Let's draw some Fibonacci. Start from swing low to swing high. This is just acting as a high right now. No, we just gotta wait and react, you all. Look for something. Look for a corrective structure as always that I'm gonna look to get long. This is gonna be some strong resistance in that area. If we could get past this resistance, we will have nice trades to the upside. I promise you. I promise you on that. That's the euro. Let's look at the pound. Pound was very weak for a little bit, you all. Yeah, look at all of these days that the pound was weak, just getting beat up by the dollar. Look at this. We had a nice little head and shoulders pattern in here right before we got the drop. We had a nice morning star pattern, nice reversal pattern here. So we will see. As of right now, I like the euro probably a little bit stronger than the pound. It's another good trend line. Yeah, if we can break this trend line, this is a good area of where the pound can come up to before we see some really strong resistance on that. Let's draw some Fibonacci. Let's just see where price ends at. That's right at this 50. So let's look for that, you all. Look for a break of this trend line. Look for a correction, and we're going to look for a move up. We're going to see if it gives us that is contingent enough of us getting a break of trend line. New Zealand, look at Kiwi dollar. Probably same thing with Kiwi dollar. All of this bolster with my view of that the dollar can be getting weaker. Yeah, same thing. You all don't want to spend a lot of time. Basically, same thing that we seen on euro and that we seen this. Look at this though, you all. It's beautiful on Aussie. Back when we was looking for shorts on Aussie, look how price came right into the blue box and now it's starting to reverse. So same thing on Aussie, you all. Same thing on Aussie and Kiwi that we were looking for on the pound and euro. We're just looking for a corrective structure so that we can get long. Let's go look at some crosses before we get into the futures market. Pound yen. I was looking at the yen. I didn't see anything crazy. Let's just see what we see on pound Aussie. Pound Aussie looks like it could be showing some indecision. Let's see if we see something on the 4-hour time frame. We are seeing some bullish divergence 4-hour time frame. This gap right here. Let's see. No clear trade setup yet, though, you all. Let's see if I can stick a parallel channel on here. Yep. Okay, yep. So this isn't too impulsive. I do believe that price could be all of this. Well, this really, yep. This could be just a double zigzag. Put on some Phillips. Right at this 61, we do have bullish divergence. Look at it on an hourly time frame. Yeah, I'm liking this to the upside, you all. I'm really liking this to the upside on pound Aussie. One, two, yeah, starting that count to the upside. So it's a few things that you all can use to approach this. You could look for entries now. it's just critical support to where if you definitely get in now, which is early, stops would have to be beneath this zone. But however, if we get a break impulsively above this trend line, correction to the upside. But definitely, I like pound Aussie to the upside, you all. I just do. Let's wait and see what price gives us to see what else. Let's look at pound Swiss. I like starting at the daily with my crosses. Nothing crazy. You are on pound Swiss that catches the eye. Pound Kiwi. Let's see, Euro Yen. Euro pound. Euro's just kicking the pounds. But lately, you all, it just have been really, really, really strong. What can we do? Well, first we can draw a base channel. What is a base channel? This is a base channel. So we're actually going to draw the base channel here. I think this is where our 2 starts. Base channel there. It can act as a level of support. That's probably where our 38.2 comes in at 2. It's close to it. Just thinking about where this could possibly go. Yeah, this whole thing might come down. So let's just look at this. I don't see a real clear tradable setup on Euro Pound. Look at this on Euro Oz. It looks like Euro Aussie could be coming down off this little channel that we had drawn here. So we could see something in Euro Aussie, Euro Swiss, Euro CAD. Yeah, no crazy setups on the exotics, you all. Let's end it looking at some stuff in the futures market. Start with the E-mini. So on the E-mini, I was actually looking at a nice bullish point of view. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, I was kind of looking at this. I was looking at a WXY to the downside, starting this 1-2 to the upside. Just because this little decline that we do have going down is within parallel lines. Remember what I said, corrective structures usually stays within parallel lines. I believe that this could be a 1. This could be a 2. And we could be on our way to the upside. So with that being said, levels to watch for. Where would I be wrong at on this analysis? Well, I would be wrong if price breaks these lows here. That's where I would be wrong at. That's where I would be wrong at. Look at this 1-hour point of view. Liking this up, liking this down. We might see another push down before we go up. That's just something we have to watch for to see if the corrective structure is done forming. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait, but I am looking at this to the upside. The E-mini gold, we already covered gold. Natural gas. When I was looking at it last week, I didn't really see nothing. Might be looking at it to the upside. We will have to see and wait. We covered gold already. Gold had that break up. Looks like it could be doing a little retracement now since I started the video. I think that's about it, you all. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow the Facebook page, interact with the post. Let me know how you are feeling about the content, what subjects you want me to touch on. I love putting content out here for you all. I know this was a bit of a longer video, but I hope that you all do get the value out of it and love it. And lastly, follow the join the $1 Million Vision Telegram group, so that you can be a part of the little small community we got here. I'm the only one that posts here, as you can see, so it don't get cluttered. But I do post a lot of valuable information in here, and I'm very authentic and very open with my trading, with my personal results, and how I see the market, so you can get a lot of good value from that. But as always, you all, I hope you all have a great week trading. I hope you all have a profitable week and make a lot of money. So have a good week, you all.